For decades, Angel's Cafe was a familiar stop for visitors to Calgary's Edworthy Park. Whether people were grabbing a coffee before a walk along the river or meeting friends for lunch, the small family-run cafe became a fixture in the community and the city of Calgary. That changed when the city of Calgary informed the owners they would have to leave the property. The city said the building sat in the path of work connected to the Bearspaw South Feeder Main Replacement Project, which was accelerated following last year's major water main break. The decision sparked frustration among many customers and local residents, particularly after the owners said they only had recently renewed their lease and were given very little time to relocate. As construction plans moved ahead, the cafe closed its doors in Edworthy Park, bringing an end to nearly 3 decades at a long-time location. Rather than closing for good, however, the owners chose to start over. Angel's Cafe has now reopened at Irvine's near Crossfield, where familiar menu items and the welcoming atmosphere customers have come to know are back in business. Today, we're visiting the cafe's new home to see how the transition has gone and hear from the owners about the challenges and the blessings of relocating. So, can you tell us a bit about what happened with the city of Calgary, more so the chain of events?
It's an interesting thing because I don't even know how you explain what happened to us. We're a viable, healthy 28-year business serving a community with a much necessary opportunity for the locals. And in a fell of a swoop, because of the water situation, it was an opportunity for the city to close our doors and get rid of us. And that's what it felt like. However they see it, we just don't know. The interesting thing is that when a door slams shut, another door opens. So the Irvines heard our story and on the news and called us up and asked us to come out and take a look at this opportunity. And at first it was like 40 minutes outside the city. It's a long way to go, but we looked at everything in the city, and with our debt load that we had to walk out of our situation with, we just didn't think it was going to happen, and bankruptcy looked pretty dooming. And so we came out, met with the family, and it was like amazing right away. They were so compassionate, so willing to have us just look at the opportunity and invite us to work together to make it a reality. And here we are, 5 months away from doors slamming to doors opening. I said this morning, how many new beginnings does Angels get to have, right? But this has been remarkable. The reception's been amazing and received well by the community. And our friends are out here from Calgary to join us. So we'll be fully operational on Tuesday. We thought it'd be today, but we're still moving. We're still rocking it in there. Pete and Megs came out and joined us, our house Sunday house band, and man, the folks out here are loving them. We're happy to have them back. They're happy to be back, and yeah, the future is still untold.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. And you were telling me that, regardless to the city of Calgary, they told you to move, then they told you it was fine, and then you left. What happened there?
We don't really know. I think the desperation of situation, the knee-jerk situation that came to us, they're going to do a cash for keys. You go, we'll buy the building. And then when the numbers came in from the accountants and from the lawyers, they realized that wasn't going to happen. They just kind of got mad at us when they saw what it was costing us to get out. And the small number was still a big number, and they decided, you know what, you want to bring lawyers in, you want to ask for more than we were willing to pay, then more or less a screw you type situation. And the next comment was, anything you leave behind, you'll be paying for us to move. And so we were ripping and tearing and destroying our situation. And then 4 days later, they came back and said, okay, we realized how unrealistic it was, because even they couldn't do it in their timeline. And so they said, listen, we're going to move the building for you. We're going to put it in storage. And this is all on taxpayers' dollars. And the number's big. And they're going to store it 3 to 5 years, 2 to 5 years. Nobody seems to know what that number is. And then they're offering to put us back for 5 years. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, it costs taxpayers this number. It costs me that number. And you're offering to put it back and give me 5 years back our investment going back 300,000 to 400,000 to rebuild. Even after they paid it, put it together again, we're not sure. So I think there was a lot of knee-jerk reactions and an opportunity for the city to do something they've always wanted to do. There are some people in the city that really wanted to get rid of me, and they can deny that all they want. But the community knows, and they just took something very special away from not just us as a business, but the community of Calgary.
They did. I remember always going to Edworthy Park, and we would go just for Angel's Cafe. It was a routine. Even you'd go rafting, and you would always have to stop at Angel's Cafe.
Yeah. And we get calls still every day from people that desperately miss us. They're, especially some of our seniors, a lot of tears still. They took something very special away from those people. Our seniors that are in the complexes like Beauview Nursing Home and Colonel Belcher, that opportunity is gone for them too. They don't have a local place that they can go, and a lot of them could take themselves to us. And now none of that's there. So we understand the necessity to do what they did. I think it could have been very different, and I don't think anybody really thought it through. And here we are in Crossfield and loving it. The family's been great landlords because they've just been working with us to make things possible, and it's what do you need? How can we help you? And that's the way it gets done out here. Yeah.
Lastly, do you ever see yourself opening a second location up back in Calgary?
I can't even foresee it at this point. I'm just so focused, like we just getting open again, right? So right now, all we know is we're here, we're open. Money's starting to come back into the business instead of creating further and further debt, more and more and more. Bills got to get paid and taxes got to get done. That's where I'm thinking right now. Let's get this. I kept my team. My husband, my team of 3 others besides myself worked tirelessly. My roommate joined us daily. Wanda helped us out, and a friend came in and helped us with some of the features in our cafe, which are absolutely gorgeous. And so, yeah, it's been quite an amazing journey, and we're open. Like, it's very surreal. There's days I feel like I've walked into another timeline. Here we are.
To support our independent journalism, head to rebelfieldreports.com, and that's where you can leave a donation. As always, stay strong and stay free. For Rebel News, I'm Angelica Toy.